Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world, and we have a lot of movement going on the map, some explorations and some heading to bases to recover. But before we get into all of that and find out what we're going to end up doing this episode, let's introduce and meet our newest berserker that we picked up last time. It's Mad Max. It's hard for me not to say Mad Max. It's Mad Matt Mancinelli along as our newest berserker. Let's go take a look at his perks. Unfortunately, we did not hire him from Anu, so there is no mist sniffing abilities. He comes with the standard Phoenix Point Overwatch focus and I think exertion. Oh, no, that's not it. And battle hardened. Those are the Phoenix perks. As far as the berserker perks that are standard, gun kata and exertion, and then his individual skills are hunter, which is kind of nice for a pistol that usually doesn't have the greatest of aim, and I'm not necessarily talking about this one, but the Nergal's Wrath. And then we also have damaged amygdala, so he gains a psychic scream immunity, which is kind of nice if we come up against one of those screamers. Now, the mind controllers are a whole nother story, but for those screamers that show up periodically, he doesn't have to worry about anything other than their claws, which is kind of cool. So there we go. There is our newest guy. Welcome him aboard. Hopefully he'll take or make good use of the training as he waits in base to get picked up. And other than that, let's get back out here and get a moving. For the rest of our search here, we stopped it here because I was afraid we might get an ambush. So let's go find out if my concern was accurate or correct or whatever. And it apparently didn't matter. A heavily fortified building explored by our operatives has turned out to be an abandoned server farm for the social media platform Plapper, which collapsed in the mid-2020s. Millions of short messages are archived here, documenting in detail the lives of the pre-war middle classes. Is this information worth preserving? Or should we just take all the spare parts we need? Well, you know, if I preserve it, somebody will like that. If I just smash it all, who's going to find out, right? I think if we just take what we need, who the heck's going to know the difference? And right now, we are in a needful way, so let's hope we get a little tech out of this. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Pre-apocalyptic hot takes are not exactly a valuable commodity. Our operatives take all the parts we need. The past be damned. All right, so that really comes in handy. And you know what that makes me think? I'm going to pull ahead and force myself ahead and just make it happen. Research lab. I definitely want a research lab, but I think I was thinking Alaska is kind of sparse. No, there's a research lab there. Here's one. We don't have a research lab in Central America, so I think it's about time we build one here and help speed up some of our research that's starting to show up, taking a little longer than we're used to. And now that we can afford it, and I'll still have 188 tech left, I think we can survive off of that. So that was an amazing exploration site. If I had known that, I would have done it that much sooner. But then again, you know, you never know all the time like that. So we're going to continue our searching ways down here. I just don't feel this team, especially with a few low-level people, Citizen Eileen, and yes, we're going to get you out on a mission, Paul Forrest Reynolds, but not one that is hopefully too difficult, and that's what we're trying to avoid. So we're going to come down here and do some more searching with these two ships up here. That's the plan, and see if we can't finally knock out the last two exploration sites that are sitting down here in the southern tip of Africa. And that way we can hopefully stay a little more central then in the future coming up. Uh-oh, you saw what I saw. At least I think y'all did. The behemoth is back. And we had our exploration team doing its thing over in the Americas also. and they finished their exploration over there. Our operatives report that stretching across an entire valley is a field of human hearts, interconnected by thin strands of connective tissue and slimy, pulsating veins. The effect is deeply hypnotic, and looking at it for too long causes a strange feeling of one's own heart becoming synchronized to the beat. Well, we can sabotage the organism. That all involves spending tech. Set up a monitoring station. Well, you know what? Why don't we do this? Because I have a feeling setting up a monitoring station will help give us a little research, I'm thinking. I have enough materials. It's not excessive amount of tech. Let's spend this to cross our fingers, hopefully give us some quicker research on some of these new techs that we're taking on here that I'm not satisfied about the length of time. So let's try this. Yeah, I think that'll be helpful. There seems to be a connection between the speed at which the hearts beat and the movements of nearby Pandora virus creatures. But the hearts don't seem to be controlling the creatures. Is it possible that we're monitoring a monitoring station? Does this bizarre network represent some sort of analytical organ? As usual, we are left with more questions than answers, but every clue counts. That sounds like Commander ZigZag in a nutshell. Left with more questions than answers. Let's move on. Okay, we're going to continue our searching over here in the Americas, even though the behemoth has returned. We're going to let others take care of that. And others means these are my fully equipped ships, and I can't just switch them out unless we're at a base. So it seems like, we're going to have our same fighters. We're going to send our ships back up here to get switched out and take care of that right now. So let's get going with the Aurora. And it is what, Nikolai is also the other one? There's Nikolai. So we're going to get you guys headed back to the base so we can get properly equipped, get rid of your FAR-M modules, yada, yada, yada. And maybe we'll be able to do some shuffling here also when we get back to recover on the base here. We shall see. Now, where did we see? Well, I think if I do this, there it is. Oh, it's way over here. So, yeah, there's not a lot of havens over here. So we're going to have a long way to fly to start taking down these things. It's flying out, well, it'll probably turn around, but it's flying out to sea. Interesting. And I don't think I can. The thing that's weird is I'm equipped way over across the globe, so I kind of have to re-equip my two fighters I did have and was using, and have them fly over here too to do battle with this thing. And so what we may end up having to do is, after we explore, or did I even send these guys away after their mission? Yeah, we're going to come over here and explore. And maybe what it'll end up doing is switching the Hunter Robin and Nefertiti, no relation, by the way, Jones, over to the other side of the map and leave our fighters on this side of the map. So we're going to keep an eye on things, and that's probably what we're going to end up having to do. It just means we're not going to be able to react right away to the first flyer that comes off the behemoth. So that's a little bit of a sucky thing. We're going to have to deal with that, but that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to work on coming up. Now, manufacturing-wise, we have the Tiamat. Still 2 days away. It's not, everybody's on a ship, but I do need it. But you know what I also know that I need? And they only take 3 hours each. I'm going to do that. And what we also then have to think about is after, and I don't know if I'll start building them this time or not, but we have to remember we started seeing Bariths last time. So we might have to think about another set of weaponry if two ships end up not being enough to battle the flyers if they start upgrading themselves. I guess we'll see how they're equipped and how we match up to that and make that call soonish, I guess. So let's make sure everybody's flying. Yes, yes, yes. everybody is set. So let's just keep going, and you know where I'm going to keep my eye is over here.
Research complete.
All right, the good news is with our extra speedy research, because we spent some funds for it, mutagens can now be harvested out of our containment center.
Do you really think the answers we need as a species lie in Pandoran biology? In plundering the invaders for their mutagens? The disciples believe that humans need to evolve, to mutate. But don't you see the inherent misanthropy of this philosophy? Blaming humanity for what was done to it by an alien aggressor? The very premise is profoundly unethical. If we start telling ourselves that we need the Pandorans in order to improve ourselves, how are we any better than the collaborator who tells himself the enemy will make things better in the long run?
Well, Tobias, let's see which one of these. We must do what we must to survive. Recognizing humanity's biological flaws is not misanthropy, and this is none of New Jericho's business. And ultimately, which one of those is going to be preferred by Synedrian? Because that's the one I ideally want to improve my relations with. Well, I'm not sure that any of those is a clear Synedrian response. So I kind of feel, well, we might gain, no matter what, I feel like New Jericho doesn't like. He doesn't like this one, and I don't think he likes this one. This one is obviously good for Anu, but I don't think, I think they all sound like they suck for New Jericho. The question is how much do they suck? I'm just going to say, hey, we do what we got to do to survive.
Perhaps, but at what cost? One could argue that the Pandorans themselves are a form of survival. They are part human, and they are alive, so there is biological continuity between us and them. But do they contain any of what is worthwhile about humanity?
Well, I guess, Tobias, we'll find out. All right, so where does that leave? Well, you know, the first thing I'm going to do is get right up there and go into our containment and start making some space. That's kind of what I'm thinking, and harvest, because we're kind of over the halfway point, and if you know, a beautiful little Scylla were to become available for capture, I would like to not be able to take it, or I'd like to be able to take it. Got to watch how I say things sometimes. We got 3 Acherons. So why don't we'll try to keep one of each kind of a thing. Let's get in here and start harvesting. And there's one more Acheron. I think the last one was from the last mission, and that's probably that's more of a base one, so we only get 90 there, but we'll harvest. And then we got to start getting rid of some Arthrons. 'Cause Lord knows, we've captured a few Arthrons in our time. And poison worms, that may be my only poison worm, so we'll bypass that for some more Arthrons. And then we start in on the Tritons. There, we're kind of left, after one more, we're left with one of each. And I'm fine with the space now that we have here. Let's start concentrating on capture, because that really, look at, we practically, I think, doubled our mutagens now. We're up to 1910. Weren't we at 1,000? If wasn't really paying attention, but I think we were down around 1,000. So we made up some good mutagens, and we'll be able to put them to use very soon, I believe. We have Specimen 2 that will be coming up next, and then also Mutoid Genetics that we can put our efforts into. So between those two, let's hope there's a little more research that speeds up some of these. But we may have just spent all that extra research already, but we'll see if Specimen 2 comes up a little quicker. All right, so we're flying back up to retrofit our fighters, potentially dropping off some individuals because they won't fit on a two-seater anymore because we'll have to take away the far M's. So we'll have to reshuffle. Fortunately, we do have, even though I have the goo boots ahead of it, we do have a Tiamat coming. So we'll have homes for everybody that temporarily has to disembark. But, you know, we do have to deal with this behemoth. And let's keep our eyes over here one more time. And what do we have over here? Okay, we are flying. So we're all ready. Let's get going. And this is our recovering team. And this is what I'm going to do over here. The Manticore 1, well, let's get in here. Everybody on the Manticore 1, I'm going to get you... Actually, let's do this first. Everybody on Machine Hater, disembark. Or get over to the Manticore 1. And then those that have no stamina will go back over to the Machine Hater. And Manticore 1, you're full, so... Or Machine Hater, you're going over to the I can't even talk. And then let's see, you're needing Stamina Jackrabbit, so you're going over to Machine Hater. And there, I think I'm finally going to get it done. Let's just not talk about it and we'll be fine. I'm switching things around. Does that make sense? And one more over to Machine Hater. And I think everybody here has decent stamina. Everybody here will wait at the base to gain back their stamina. And in the meantime, I'm sending the Manticore 1 out because we have a grouping of, 3 question marks over here that we might as well check out. We can do that with a single individual ship. I don't think there's anything else really any closer to explore like that. But we might as well knock these 3 off while we're waiting for stamina to get recovered. So, Manticore 1, head on over here. And everybody else, keep a moving. Or keep exploring. And after this exploration, we're then going to start sending this vessel. And we'll probably go in this direction towards Asia because Europe is covered with our other recovering team. And we'll do it that way. And did I hit explore? Okay, there we go. And the first haven shows us nothing, and I see no new question marks that have popped up because of that. Let's just keep flying. Exploration has completed. The Hunter Robin is landed at an unmarked and abandoned research base. Oh, I hope it has tech. Looks like this location was established in the last decade or so. The security fences are wrecked, and the living areas have been picked clean. Haha, but there's a laboratory that appears to have been left alone. Laboratories sound tech-filled to me. Uh-oh. Inside, in addition to the regular equipment one might expect in a lab, there is an extremely large nitrogen freezer containing a complete Arthron, its head neatly cut open. The brain has been removed and hooked up to a makeshift device that resembles the offspring of a microwave oven and a satellite dish. It looks damaged. Fix the device and retrieve the research data, or dismantle the lab. Well, I don't want to spend any more tech, especially that much, for research. We will have our lab online soon enough. This time I'm dismantling the lab, hoping that we get some of that tech. 160, yeah, I can live with that. We have no need for mad science, but we do need this equipment. Whatever these scientists were trying to accomplish with this strange setup, it's less important than what the Phoenix Project is doing now. That's for sure, in my opinion. Now let's see, is there any mission or anything we have to fly to get done over here right away? So I guess the closest thing in Asia that we can fly towards with Hunter Robin and Nefertiti, no relation, by the way, is we'll come over to this Anu base. We have some explorations nearby, and then we can start looking at what missions are around, like maybe even a Grand Theft Auto. So, yeah, and there's something else down here. Yeah, phase 2 if we decide to do it. There's a independent mission down here. So there's stuff to do over on this here side of the map. Let's get flying. And what else is there? I have not seen notice of a flyer popping off yet. That's a good thing. It's just kind of sitting there, and I'm fine with that for the time being. All right, and here, no story popped up, and I see no more exploration sites that popped up, so it's time to visit our final haven here and see if we get anything interesting. Oh, wait. I think, yeah, that may have been there over in Spain. And nothing new. I'm looking for pop-ups and scavenges or nothing. No new sites. So that's really about all I see question mark wise in this area. So we're just going to fly back, join up down at the base with the rest of the team, and then as soon as people are healed, we'll get going out to missions. All right, now this is where we have to do some fancy business and get ready. So Nikolai Carpathia, we're going to get road train off of you just to get healed. There's one step. And we're probably just going to go down to bare bones. I mean, I could keep 2 individuals on the ship with you, but what's the point? That's kind of my opinion. What's the point? Let's get into our Air Force. Let's give you, Nikolai, let's see, we'll switch around. I think last time you had the flares, or the flares, and this time we'll give you the evasive afterburners, and watch this time be the flares that we end up using more. Wouldn't that be our luck? And the Aurora will give you the flares, as we were saying. I guess we'll make room first. There we go. And you're ready to fly over to the other area. The only thing we got to do is on the Aurora get your team offloaded and down into the base. And this is where it would be nice to have been able to fly over to the training center to get Paul Forrest Reynolds some training while he was sitting here. But I think we're in a rush to get over to South America more than we are in a rush to get you trained. Maybe Paul Forrest Reynolds will get you mixed in with the higher level team on one of the other 2 ships just to safely get you out to start gaining experience. We'll see. We shall see. And one of these days the Tiamat will be built, so there's that. Now let's get Nikolai and Aurora flying over here. And I think for starters, it's just kind of sitting there. I think for starters, until we get a sense of which way it's moving, we'll start flying you both here without going too far, just because it's kind of facing out to sea, you know what I mean? And why don't we take little baby steps till we get a better sense of what the heck it's doing, or at least a better sense of when it's going to send out flyers. So there we go. Let's get everybody else moving. And we're all teamed up back here on the Manticore 1. We're fine. How's the other ship going? We're getting close. We're getting very close stamina-wise to be able to go out. And I think the very first mission we'll do just to get rid of the question mark is go over here. And then I think what we'll do is take our high-level team maybe, and we can think about coming down to this Lair and taking on the Lair for starters. That may be the best thing to initially go for on this side of the map. So let's get our strength up a little bit more, our stamina, and we want stamina for the Lair because that'll eat up some stamina. And let's get moving. Pandorans have initiated a raid flight. So our first flyer has come off. Let's see if we can get over there. Oh wait, Pandorans will reach Phoenix, Alaska also in 24 hours. That's also not good news. So guess what? We have some ships flying up there. To be quite honest, where are they? Here they are. We're going to detour to Alaska. North to Alaska. So Hunter, Robin, and Nefertiti, change of plans. How convenient that they decided to raid our base at this particular time. And we definitely want to defend there, because isn't that where we're building, or in the process of building our research lab? 3 days to go, 3 days, 8 hours. So yeah, we definitely need to defend this base. And then let's get our eye back on the vessel we're watching the stamina on, and that's Machine Hater, and keep moving. Ay, ay, ay. Here we go. We got a very buff looking 424 hit point Arthron Tyrant Prime. Not nice. We have a buffed up as far as these guys get buffed. Let's face it, 230 hit points on the shooty grenady guys is pretty bad, along with a fair amount of armor other than the machine gun. Wow, even their legs, they're usually vulnerable legs, have 20 armor. Things are getting challenging as we move on. And this guy, what's his weapon? Oh, I don't like these. I don't like these. And look at that, 370 hit points to boot. Regeneration. Yikes. Yeah, it says he's not proficient, but it's like they get proficient after one shot. That's the way it feels to me. Okay. They're getting tougher and tougher. Let's keep going. All right, we're at the base. We're ready to defend. Now, let's take a quick peek on where they're flying. So we're going to have to apparently get down to South America with our airships to defend. So let's just start rerouting now for Nikolai. In fact, we'll start coming down to this base and then make a call from there. It should be safe coming down this far. And the Aurora. And pretty soon, air battles shall return. And we need 12 disruption points this time. And the other thing, after this mission up here of defending the base, there's one thing that'll disrupt a behemoth better than anything, and we know that's this kind of a mission with a corrupted haven. So we may be prioritizing this one all of a sudden. So we got some options here when it comes to the behemoth to try and send it back sooner rather than later, so we can get all our teams searching the map for their missions. All right, so it looks like we are in pretty good shape down here with Machine Hater. So Machine Hater, yes, we're flying down to a mission here and going to take on the Lair. And Manticore 1, you're going too. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the Manticore 1, 6, 7, 8. And let's just double check. Do I have some heavies? We have Yayak Tulhu. I have a decent mix. About the only thing I'm feeling that I'm lacking is Danica is a level 1. God, I hate all you new guys just excited about getting in the game, but it's a Lair. I don't want to lose a new individual. Manticore, we're gonna switch out, and I think I would like to have one of our assaults down on the base to come along with us. So let's trade you out. And we left the base already by just giving ourselves a target. Now I got to retarget our 2 ships back to the base so I could switch the personnel. Let's let them move. There we go. It's like just we didn't even advance the time, but just the fact of picking a target takes them away from the base. So now we can do what I was talking about. And I'm thinking of an assault. Let's see, the assaults we have maybe sitting down here. Tomas, what are you carrying? Or we have Landon. What kind of weaponry are you sporting? You at least have the basics. And do we have anyone down here? I was trying to think and see if we had anybody down here that might have a heftier weapon like a Redemptor, but it looks like such is not the case. Oh, well, we do. We do. Plus you have Goo Boots, which is probably not a bad thing. So let's have you join the team. And in fact, let's get you kind of stocked up a little bit too and do it that way. Okay, so Tomas, let's get you on the ship. And I think that allows us to have the Manticore 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Machine Hater 6, 7, 8. So we're probably not taking you, Squeaky, sorry about that, on this mission. And everybody else will go. And this guy has a long... I was feeling like we had more chaos weapons over here, but we have one. We'll be fine. We have one. Let's get down to the Lair.
The disciples of Anu Haven is
And the Lair, Looks like we're going to be interrupting the Lair mission and doing a Haven defense. Pandorans 19, Disciples of Anu 17. They need a little help. They definitely need a little help. Fortunately, we didn't get too far away. And we're going to detour here before we head down to attempt a Lair mission. So who knew? At least it's daytime. We don't have to wait in any way, shape, or form. And more importantly, we get a payoff for doing this mission, which is quite timely for everything we're trying to accomplish right now. So let's get in here. Start the mission. Now we could be more likely now to take out Squeaky, especially with more captures. But I'm going to continue this way. It's not critical captures, and a lot of us have the little handheld devices, and we'll try capturing, if we have a chance, that way. So let's take a look at the team we're going to take out. 8 out of 8. So let's start with you, Dark Admiral. And we have Will that we could take out. Oh boy, do we need some treatment. You have 13 freaking delirium. Did you hear that? Should I repeat that? Basically, Will is useless to you. You'll just be lucky to jump at all anymore. Absolutely just lucky to jump. So, yikers. Let's see about giving you the speed. Not something I didn't think I'd talk about giving to a heavy, but we'll give you a little speed since you aren't going to be able to jump that much. How about that? And since you might not be able to jump enough because of your delirium will situation, I'm kind of leaning towards this particular look and equipping you this way and giving you the goo boots. Thank goodness I built or had them get built before the Tiamat, because we need them now all of a sudden. And Yaya, we'll give you a set in case there's a goose spitter on this mission too. And nothing else for you. You have a zapper. Let's get going. Aramex. Nothing to spend SP-wise. And really nothing to burden you down with. Now the good thing about you is you only have 6 delirium. Of course you didn't have that much will to begin with either. So let's pop a little will in there. And at least maybe you'll have a chance to jump. Because I'm gonna try not giving you goo boots. MacGyver, I think you need goo boots so we can keep you mobile, running around, and stuff like that. Well, then, I think as far as energy pack, hopefully we won't be needing to do quite as much healing, so we'll lighten your load that way. And we still need to lighten your load, so I guess you're only going to have 1 grenade starting out here. And we haven't got quite up to remote control yet. Eventually we'll need it. You don't have a lot of delirium. I'm gonna keep pounding in some will, because remote control, once we get it, boy, I want to be able to use it. Tomas, we have the goo boots already on you. You're fully loaded. Happy with that. Squeaky, sorry about that. This guy, you got your goo boots on, and there's nothing else you can carry unless I decide, and you have 12. So you know what? I'm going to actually give you, a spot of speed. Jackrabbit, you can survive with a little more. There's just not a lot for you to spend will on. We're gonna pop a speed in there on you too. And we're going to work the speed angle. And look at that. Goo boots are available for you. Sean, you have goo boots on. And Sean, I like the idea of Inspire, but I'm not going to dip into the pool. We'll just earn some SP on this mission. How about that as a deal so we can pick up Inspire? I really want that. I really, really do. Otherwise, we're ready to go there. And I think you're the last soldier. Yes, we are. All items on the battlefield will be recovered automatically. The best way to do it. We'll see you down there. Okay, we start right off with a nasty old Acheron. What is the Revenant? Damage from the first hit in a turn. Oh, this is a nasty one too. Is reduced by 75%. Holy smokes! What kind of Acheron is it that we're looking at here? Oh, and this is Felipe coming back to haunt us as an Acheron that can resurrect and shoot goo at us. So I can think of worse Acherons, like a call reinforcement Acheron, but this one's bad enough. And where are we? We are very close to Sir Felipe. And do we see anybody else at the moment? I think it's all hands on deck against Felipe. Sorry, old bud. But if you show up like this, you better expect something like this to happen. Okay, so what we have to do, let me look at that thing again. First hit in a turn. So we just got to get somebody to hit him first. And then everybody else can hit normally after that. Now let's take a look at this map straight on. We're kind of coming in the middle of the map. Exit zone is way back here. That's kind of weird. So we are nowhere near an exit zone. We have 5 citizens to rescue. We don't see any yet. Oh, okay, we see them in the distance where we can't even hope to save them. There's 2 back by us though. So if we can form a perimeter and hold things off, maybe just maybe. Maybe just maybe. Now, where are my heavies? No line of sight there. No line of sight there. You can get a line of sight, and thank goodness H11 as an Acheron is taller than the fence that he stands behind. So, Dark Admiral, let's get you up here for a shot. And, well, let's get somebody else. I take that back. Let's get somebody else up here for a shot first. Let's frenzy. Let's move you here, yeah, and have you do the honors of the first shot. Uh-oh. Worms. There's worse in this world. There is worse in this world. We'll shoot a little lower. Maybe we can pierce the legs. And we got some 12 virus in there, although he's got hefty 50 will points. So that was just to get rid of the Revenant resistance. And then we got the worms here. We're just going to move you up, potentially out of the way. And also, you helped us see something, also in the distance. So now, I'm going to step you forward, your frenzied self forward. And we are going to try to get you as close as possible here to give us some big old damage against Felipe.
Eyes peeled.
Now, it's your turn, Aramex. Can we get you with a line of sight? Not quite. So, Aramex, can we get you to maybe blow away some cover? And do some damage? He'll just have to be for the time being. Let's hope. Let's hope, let's hope. Maybe more of us will be able to get a shot now. Without that annoying stuff in the way. You would have been able to. Of course, crying over spilt milk at the moment. Now, I'm going to leave the snipers to last.
I'm ready.
This guy, what can your shot do?
Targeting.
I'm thinking aimed burst time. We're going to use your will while you have it. There we go. And you, my friend, don't have aimed burst yet. So we are going to get you for a regular shot and a quick aim shot from here with your, thankfully, 0% malfunction obliterator. Oh, we found an aid. We found a helper. And we found what else? I don't know. Oh, another helper way back in the back. So we know where they are. Let's come here. Let's see what this first shot does. I think I like it. In fact, maybe, just maybe, we can do a quick aim and this will be enough. We'll switch weapons if we need to. But why up the percentage if we don't have to? Felipe's down. I would have loved to capture you, Felipe, but when you come in that form, it's too hard to just sit there with our handheld zappers to take you down. Please come back in easier form. Come on, help your team, bud. Help your team. Oh, man. This guy, we can't get you moving far enough to really do much of anything else. We don't know where more enemies are. And we're going to hope that we can keep you citizens back here protected. I'm going to send you. Hopefully, if there's other enemies on this side of the map, some of the AI-controlled Anu guys will help. I'm going to move you up here, hoping that that's cover. We are then going to change your weapon in case there's an opportunity for return fire. And now I'm going to take our snipers and see if we can gain a line of sight on this big guy and start wearing him down. Oh, that's a lot of hit points. And what is it he's shooting? Poison worms. And our first shot does diddly. So do we have somebody who can do a less than impressive first shot for us? MacGyver maybe? I could bring you here. Let's focus on the abdomen. Anything to help. Anything at all to help. Yeah, I just don't like the idea of us all standing out in the open to get these shots, but we don't know where they are. They're probably going to come out of the woodwork and shoot us all dead for standing in the open. Well, you can see from here. At least you'll be crouching. Jackrabbit.
I've got this.
And that's definitely not an abdomen shot. That's just an overall. I really was hoping for an abdomen shot. Can you step a little further?
Already there.
To hell with your cover. I want an abdomen shot. That's what we need to wear down. And we know we don't get an abdomen shot there, but it's the only shot you're going to have unless we try standing back here and the angle improves slightly with distance. A little bit. I like the idea of another abdomen shot. So we are going to move you forward for return fire potential if someone shoots at us. And let's cross our fingers we all don't get wiped out by standing in the open.
For the faith.
He saw something. A myrmidon. Okay, he spit a citizen. I am assuming that was a citizen. He's keeping our line of sight open, potentially, to keep working on that abdomen. And what was that? It was a sniper shot because another sniper just shot and missed us. And there's goo on the map too. And another one of these. He's resurrecting. I think that means he's a resurrector at least. But why did you bring a friend with you? H11. Wasn't one enough? He's a resurrector, all right. And now we gotta focus our fire on yet another. Now a lot of us have boots, so I'm hoping we'll be okay.
Let's show them what we can do.
And we got worms to worry about. We got all sorts of stuff to worry about. We will not have you, Aramex, take the first shot. We will not have you, Dark Admiral, take the first shot. But you all will be taking shots. We will instead, Yaya, have you do the honors once again. I will bring you here. Yeah, I could bring you here for the shot. We won't have. I was hoping we might be able to get you to a position to, if we just can't quite get far enough for your shot. So we're bringing you here for the first shot. We have snipers galore out there that were taking shots at us, and you know very well that they won't keep missing. They will not keep missing, so I kind of need to take shots in cover. Do the honors to get rid of the Omen. Or I meant the Revenant, whatever, the Revenant first shot adjustment. Now,
Keep it together, Operative.
we can move. And we're losing will left and right. So we're only going to get, we can stand here and get 2 shots. So let's shoot with our heavies. So if we're going to have standing in the open targets, it's going to be our heavies.
Ready.
Let's come here with you, Aramex.
Let's do this.
Did we miss it? Oh, we did damage. We still did damage. We just took out some of Yaya's cover. Holy smokes! We're coming up close this time, and we're going to kind of help block Yaya, give him some extra cover.
Eyes peeled.
Did he resurrect anybody over here, by the way? At least he didn't resurrect an Acheron. Can Acherons be resurrected? There's a question. There is a question. I am going to give you some cover over here, this guy, and blast away. And we have no you-know-what, and I can't step forward to bash the thing. So we're just going to stay behind that cover for now and do one thing. That. Now, who's going to give us our last shot? I have my snipers. They can potentially... Ooh, this is going to be tough. That's going to be a toughie. Except unless I throw a grenade up there. Maybe that can make it less tough. But it also means I can't heal right away. So Tomas, let's finish it off and then figure out some cover for you.
Let's blast them.
And let there be, please, I mean please, no more Acherons. Before we do that, actually we probably could do that. Because you still have a move. And I'm giving you this cover.
Pushing the limits.
Sean, MacGyver, I'm going to come over here and do a heal. Well, actually, maybe I'm not. I'm going to take the first shot on this one so our snipers can move against the fence, perhaps, to take their shots. So let's take your shot to take away the Revenant resistance. Try and get rid of the worms. We hit, and that's all I needed you to do. We can't get back here far enough to heal, so I'm going to move you this far. Oh, no, 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 no. I wanted to bring you this far to throw a grenade up there. So you're going to be hunkered at least.
Already there.
But you're going to do worm duty up here. Okay. Now, Sean, we're going to bring you back here, and then you'll be against the fence. Hopefully we have cover. Other than our heavies, hopefully we have cover against the snipers. And I actually would love nothing better than a heavy to be able to take a shot at that abdomen to wear it down. Maybe next turn we'll have a chance. Maybe. Maybe if he stands still, we'll try for the head this time. Get it bleeding.
No mercy.
Something's bleeding. I think it might be the torso instead of the head, but something's bleeding. Yeah. This guy. Let's cross our fingers. There's danger out there. The worms are a-flying. And at least he took the attention of that sniper. And that sniper. And they're coming for us. Well, he started to come for us. And the goo guy is still out there. And we have to look how many worms have made it to the ground. At least 2 that we're aware of. And in that whole process, some of our cover has disappeared all of a sudden. But we're still in the fight. So, who on our teams at the moment, you, this guy, need the most healing? So, I really don't have a good target for you. Well, we can come behind this wall and give you a shot. Then you're in good range for MacGyver to heal you. That's one option. And then you'd still be able to shoot this turn.
Need a better position.
And then you're going to come over here and you're going to heal. And I could have you shoot at that guy to wear him down. I could also have you guys shoot at him with a pistol and then just stay there to shoot and not overwatch. And what would that allow MacGyver to do? Is there anyone else needing healing?
Ready.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm kind of feeling like, we better heal while we can, in a way. Maybe? Alright. Yeah, while you're standing there, can you hit? And do we need to be refrenzied? Not yet. Next turn. So, let's not mind control a worm. Let's just see if you can shoot a worm. In fact, let's see if you can just zap a worm for us. And you don't see anything else at this range, so let's hunker you here to hopefully frenzy us next turn. Now, I need, and I just said I was talking about it, so Jackrabbit, take your pistol.
Lining up a shot.
And not shoot a worm. See if you can hit this guy. I don't think you did. Sean, can you try your pistol out? Please, pretty please.
Ready to engage.
Okay, we hit. His first Revenant resistance part of the plan is done.
Ready.
This guy. I'm hoping our sniper rifles can shoot over everybody's heads. That's what I'm counting on with this little conga line setup that we have going here.
This better work.
I'm going to have you come over for the worm bash. I'm going to have you try coming over for a big old wear down.
Lining up a shot.
I really do hope. And now we got to go for our snipers.
I've got this.
I hope we're shooting over his head. We damn well better be shooting over his head. Let's let him stand up tall so we can get extra height over his head on this shot. Thank you very much, Kyron. I would hate to have a headshot now. And did we do it? Is the abdomen, are the worms gone? The worms are gone. Okay. We can start focusing elsewhere. And Lord knows we have a lot to focus upon. And one is this acid myrmidon is going to be coming towards us. And Tomas, we do still have you available. Ramex, I'm going to actually push you a little bit forward over here for the wave of enemies that'll be coming towards us. And there's nothing else I can do here at the moment. And Tomas, that pretty much leaves you. And where do I need to put some Overwatch to help us out? He's got so much purple cloud, he has touched hundreds of times. And we don't want to hit him now. We got to let him get... That's the problem with a sniper. We're going to have to get our own snipers in position to double tap him and hit him hard so he's not a reinforcement caller. That's what I'm afraid of. And let's just make sure this guy is not touched by anything. Let's keep our track on him that we don't have to keep shooting him. At 40, he's going to bleed. Oh, he's bleed out in many, many turns. So we got to make sure keep our eye on that guy. Okay. Not a lot of good things going on over here with these poor citizens. And this guy has 260 hit points. What I'm thinking we got to do is I feel like we got to get over here, but obviously we can't afford that. His wing is hurting. Do I get you over here, risk acid, just so we can overwatch over there against this guy? Kind of protect the two citizens we have a little bit of hope of protecting. And here we go. He dazed the marksman. The sniper, we didn't hurt him enough. Acid. Now the goo guy is loose. If we're lucky, he uses all his goo on everybody else. A lot of touched individuals over here picking off our citizens, and we need to start picking them off. So it looks like he left. That's good. I don't need someone who is on the field that could turn into a touched individual. Now we need to start helping our friends out here. We lost sight of the sniper, so we don't know where he is. One thing we will be able to take care of is this.
Taking aim.
Oof. But that's our first. We need somebody else to take the first shot, though. That's the problem. Who can get over far enough and have line of sight to take a first shot? Nobody. Well, maybe we have something to do here first. Unfortunately, that leaves you unfrenzied. Now, maybe someone can get over here for the first shot.
Moving in.
Now, maybe, Tomas, can you finish him off now?
Ready to fire.
Takes 2 shots for you to... Is this gun more powerful? Yes, but not powerful enough to prevent you from needing 2 shots. What's this shot look like? Also not powerful enough, but I'm going to take it. And then we're going to quick aim this one.
Taking aim.
To take care of this guy. And then we're going to move you over near MacGyver so he can get you healed up next turn, or we can at least... Now we'll keep all the weapons in your hand.
I'm going.
Alright, now we got to start picking off other enemies. And this guy is touched, so we need to get rid of him this turn. I mean, we need to. And I don't know if you're the one to get it started. It would allow return fire. Yeah, we're in return fire's line. So maybe the first damage.
Oh boy.
Will this count as first damage? Because we don't really know where a lot of other folks are. Let's hope that counts as first damage, so the rest of our shots have a chance to do more.
Moving to coordinates.
And we'll get a sense of that right now. I'm going to try and get rid of the shield with you. It's not by any means a guaranteed shot. Or would it be better just to try and hit? Once again, that's not a guaranteed shot either, so let's just go here. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Ready.
Now we got to worry about anybody else being close enough for return fire.
I'm on the move. Finger on the trigger.
Shall we try getting him bleeding, or shall we go for the gun? And I guess we missed. He calls reinforcements. He's got to die. My friends, he's got to die. So now we risk the wrath of return fire because he's got to die. I think we did more than he did. And with return fire out of the way, you have no will. Darn it all. Who do you see back there? The goo man? Okay. So there go the reinforcements from him. That's the big thing, is we've got to avoid reinforcements. And I can now get you relocated. And I'm thinking about getting you down this way to have some potential shots coming up against enemies on this side.
Heading up.
And Aramex, we're just gonna hunker. And we're gonna hope there's no snipers to snipe on you guys. And I wish I could hunker here too. So you're trapped in here? So until Aramex moves, you're trapped in here, yeah. So I'm gonna come over here, zap, and then come back to your crouching position. Just to make sure we don't have to worry about that pesky little worm. And let's hope there's no snipers that have a line. Oh, he panicked. Here comes the goo. He's still focused over there on the citizens. And we got a return fire out of it. How about that? Come on, hang tough, citizens. Hang tough. Okay, he did not get... Doesn't look like he got through our equipment, but he did. But the sniper is also now visible. And we got some healing to do over here. And we're going to run Tomas over here first to get himself healed and back in the action.
Can't wait. Providing medical attention.
Alright, and Tomas, we're going to continue running you behind the magical fence over here. And then MacGyver, we need to get you back over towards our bud here, so we're going to hide you also behind the magical fence, right about there. Oh, that's the citizen. Get out of the way, citizen. MacGyver, we're going to run you back over, I don't know. There's a sniper over here picking off these guys. I don't know if that's far enough to be safe. But we're going to hope.
Running.
This is a kind of a bad place to send that guy. Now, we can get here in one move behind the magical fence, which means I can take one shot before, except we're out of ammo. So we're going to run behind the magical fence and get ourselves protected.
On the move.
Reload. We could probably have a med kit, but we might as well just wait for MacGyver. So let's stand right next to MacGyver and get healed next turn. Now our snipers have a job ahead of them, and I don't know if we have to hope that the big guy can move out of the way, the goo man, so we can get a shot at that sniper. Come on, get that leg out of the way. Close. Close. We're going for it. Oh, I pressed the wrong button and undid instead of shooting. Now let's try again. Oh, that was our first shot.
Can't wait.
Unfortunately, that's a little bit of a problem now. And is he touched? Not yet. Let's see what our second shot does. We know he's a fidgety Chiron. That was much better.
Ready.
And now, Aramex. I guess we're going to keep Yaya locked in there. Well, no, after we launch the grenade, we can move. Let's see if we can launch a grenade far enough. We hope. It looks like we might have a chance. And is anything in the way? Doesn't look like it. We just have to land it over here and see if we can do some more damage to these guys. And I don't know that we were accurate enough in our placement to hit this guy enough. So he does have the ability to stop the bleeding and regenerate. I think he's the regenerating type. And he is. He can also go mist crazy and make life difficult for us that way. This guy. Looks like it's time to get you around the corner.
Heading out. Acquiring target.
And I'm curious before I shoot. He might be out of goo. He might be out of goo. And venomous is dangerous. So I gotta be very, very careful about this. I think what we're gonna do is overwatch you instead against the Myrmidon. And we're gonna hope beyond hope. Now who's left? Dark Admiral, we're keeping you there. Aramex, we're gonna move you here.
Let's do this.
And Yaya, we can actually move you too. I'm nervous about trying to get aggressively advancing, but doggone it. I don't know what else to do. What I'm going to do from this point for you is probably have you recover will next turn, as long as nothing else exposes you.
Here comes the Phoenix.
And our guys here will go on Overwatch. So the sniper's back by that exit zone. And we hit him, but he's still going to hurt us. And thankfully, he hurt us in the leg. So he's leaving the map? Yes. And I knew he would missed as he hits us in the head. What the heck? Is someone calling reinforcements out there? Do we have somebody injured who's calling reinforcements? Because we do not need anybody injured out there who is touched by the void and has a purple haze that's injured that's calling reinforcements. This guy, maybe.
Oh yeah.
We need to blow away some mist. And we did not do it.
Guess it's my turn.
I don't know what else to say. Let's recover will. Let's heal. And we'll get you to hide soon enough. Now we got this guy, and we need to hurt this guy. What can we do with our shotgun? We can take out a torso.
This better work.
Now, I don't need to switch. We have it in our hands. Now we do this to ourselves. And we save a charge for MacGyver. Now we got to figure out a way to take out this sniper, and I'm really worried that that sniper is playing games with us. And it does not make me happy. And I don't want to just come over here and injure this guy too. He calls reinforcement. This guy's injured. So he's been injured somewhere, and he's calling reinforcements. And that'll be the end of us. So we need to do whatever we can to shoot this guy. And we saw the siren come on board.
Aiming.
And that's a crappy shot. Because of that thing that's in the way. But it's all we got.
Ready to engage.
Hopefully we can shoot right through it and hurt him. A little bit. Just a little bit. And we have to bring ourselves out wide to kill this guy.
Rolling out.
Who hurt him? I don't know. But we gotta hurt him more.
Get some.
Let's show 'em what we can do.
We gotta do an over-the-shoulder shot. And hope we even have a shot. And now we gotta worry about this. Mind control. Okay, civilian, can you run away? I wish the exit zone was on this side of the map, but it's not. And I kind of feel like we need to get semi-near this thing, but not so semi-near that it can just mind control us. I'm going to pull... Oh, we healed you. I'm going to...
I'm ready.
And we got another sniper out here too that we got to be careful of. So I'm going to pull you back here. There's no opening through there. We're going to do our overwatch. I'll use this heavier hitting weapon against it coming around the corner here. We're going to overwatch this one over here. And I don't know. There's more. See? We're exposed. There better not be any more hidden reinforcements or any more exposed anybody out there. Here goes the mind control. And it hid pretty well. It's the reinforcement callers that are the bane of our existence right now. Can our snipers gain a line?
No mercy.
And our other sniper gain another line. That part is good. Problem is there's a lot of other parts that need to be fixed and made good also. You're a little hobbled now. But I like the idea of moving in close to a sniper. We also have this. Can we move in close enough to throw something? Keeping cover here.
Need a better position.
Dang. That wall. That freaking wall is a little bit of a problem. Okay, that at least gets him within the blast radius of the ping. We'll cross our fingers. You know, I don't even know. Maybe he died. And that's just a ping from the death. I don't know. And this guy is not going to die quite yet. So he'll still hopefully move away to die. Dark Admiral. You're not getting a shot. Unless maybe you get lucky enough.
Aiming.
Cover is gone. The good thing about that is, did any of us save the ability to overwatch? Yes.
They're not getting past me.
Civilian, run farther away. Ramex. This guy's touched. And he's hurt. How we shiver a fright. So this one doesn't seem like a real touched by the void. So I'm not going to worry about it. Because he's already injured. We'll try hurting him though. Okay, we're marked for death. So he just didn't show what his actual touch was. But marked for death? I can think of worse. Yeah. I don't know the best move for you. I think it's to run behind this wall. And we see someone. We now know where the sniper is back here. Let's see if he's been hurt. Apparently not, thank goodness. But he's going to be taking shots at us.
Can't wait.
So Yaya, continue behind the fence.
What's our move?
MacGyver. I don't know if it's worth it getting it that close for someone with such a claw. So I think we're going to stay hidden here for now. Overwatching in case it moves towards us.
Hold in position.
And Yaya will overwatch with you too. Why the heck not? We could get lucky.
That hurt, didn't it? Gotcha.
No, claw.
Something's broken.
Gosh darn it, it wasn't enough. Gosh darn it, it wasn't enough. Oh, man.
I'm ready.
Can I tell you how upset I am? And you know, did we lose a chaos weapon also? Yeah, we'll have to go see about picking up another
What's our
one.
move?
Well, unless we can come over here to pick it up. MacGyver.
Steel on target.
Still not bleeding out, my friends. It's still not bleeding out. And it looks like we need to frenzy, so we will. Somber mission so far with what has happened. Now I gotta pick up this sniper and try to kill him in one turn. So this guy's dead. He's gotta be dead. Yeah, the mist is gone and I see a dead body. So we gotta get this guy now. Hoping beyond hope. Hoping beyond hope that he can't call reinforcements. Dark Admiral, you panicked, even though you're frenzied now. Yeah, the death hit us all hard, that's for sure. So I'm kind of leaning towards running out this way and setting up some Overwatch.
Moving out.
And we'll have to come over kind of this way, setting up Overwatch. And we gotta get away from this guy. Except we panicked. Fortunately, he's not gonna bleed out quite yet. And you aren't frenzied. What do you know? Civilian. Hide. And Aramex. So we try hurting the Myrmidon. What's up with this guy? Touched. Can't move very far. This one. So I guess that's where our grenade goes, because there's not too many folks left that can do any shooting right at the moment. So we got to get rid of the Siren, because she does not deserve to live.
Doing it.
That's the sure way to do it. Okay. I don't know which way that sniper might go. If I Overwatch on this side, the Myrmidon's going to take the Overwatch. And we have the other guy overwatching on the other side, so I just have to take that chance. Oh, he's not getting through on this side probably. He could squeak through here, so I'm still doing my Overwatches over here. I just have to hope. What can I say? We have to hope. His gun is gone and he disappeared. And we're getting bit. Twice.
I just need to catch my breath.
Civilians stay. I don't know if we'll have the ability to wrap this up or not. This thing's over here. Now, did any of us get marked by the void by shooting that thing? No. So it's really concerning that he's out here. Now, he doesn't have a weapon, but we kind of need to find him. And you recovered Will. I mean, you recovered, so you can't move yet. Same with you, Dark Admiral. So
Do we have a plan?
we're hurting here. And I'm starting to run out of shots on being able to deal with some of this.
Have to focus.
We got to launch another grenade.
Here goes nothing.
And stop his grenade. We're then going to come over here, and we can't see that thing. We're going to try 2 shots with your PDW, except we need to reload. So that means 1 shot with your PDW. If only we could see it from there. I think this is a better angle against the torso. When he flutters. There's the first shot. Probably should have made Yaya the first shot against the torso. And his hit points, we can't zap him enough. Well, we can zap him twice for 16. That's still not enough. That's only kind of like half of what we need.
Ready.
Or, and we don't have enough for pistol stuff. We don't have enough will. Stay still.
Enemy hit.
Okay. Now we got to start finding this guy back here. And it looked like he ran off in this direction. Oh, we can't move you yet, this guy. So we're just going to keep moving you forward with some kind of cover. He doesn't have his weapon anymore. But we're not going to find him. Probably this way. I can't recall if he has a pistol or not. I don't know. He might have gone in. He might be right behind that wall in here. I'm hoping he kind of went this way. It's kind of where I saw Flutter. I don't know.
I'll keep my eyes open.
And Ramex, let's get ready to... Let's get ready to, I don't know. Let's heal you. Oh, I can't. Let's get you running out towards him, maybe? So that's my fear right now, is that blip that we saw along the back wall is a reinforcement that got called by our friend over here that we can't find, because that's his perk.
Here.
Could that be him? No, it's that. We don't know where the other guy is. He's plumb disappeared on us. We do not know. Let's hope he's left the playing field.
Holding position.
Let's hope he's not calling reinforcements from some awkward angle. We got to play risky and hunt him down just in case that's what's happening here. We've run out of charges. How about that? Ramex, heal yourself.
Focus. Focus. Let's go.
And Sean, I'm sending you this way to help run down this guy too. I don't know where he is. Maybe he ran into the fire and died. We don't know. We'll run you over here. In case I'm mistaken on which way he ran. I heard a voice of a Triton or something. So he's back there. I think that thing exploded on him.
Ready.
Right here, maybe? Doggone it.
Here.
Oh, so he left the field. Oh my goodness. I did not expect any level of difficulty like this. I did not expect it. Tomas, sorry about that. Man, we're just dropping like flies. These missions are so difficult. Wow. 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 Well, I've learned a lesson, and that is not to take delirium lightly, unlike the Corrupted Horizons DLC. It's much more nasty, along with that touched by the void, and it's better to start dealing with that a lot sooner than we did in this playthrough. So if you learned anything, it's what I'll be changing on my future playthrough of this mod. That's for dang sure. All right, so let's get back to the GeoScape. All right, and we got back the goo boots that unfortunately Tomas was wearing. That's, if you want to call that good news, and we got the rewards. Failed to identify their origins, but I do believe it's that lair we were going to go to. All right, we're ending right here. That was a tough mission. KIA never makes me feel like continuing. Looks like we may have a base attack coming up in 12 hours next time. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Well, Felipe's made his return. That's all I can say. Felipe has made his return. And Tomas, cause of death for you. Well, we all know it was a siren, but it's listed as bleeding. This is ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. Thanks so much for watching, and I do hope to see you next time.